Yeah, I can kind of go like this, but... No, I believe Jake Paul has like a Dutch girlfriend. Yeah, I'm painting box art. I was thinking of doing a crazy thing. I don't know much about the rules of Warhammer, but I was thinking about painting a another big boy Tyrannid in a different color scheme than the Screamer Killer. Is that a terrifying or bad idea? I don't know, can I do 2 different colors? Or should I stick with this color scheme over here? Because there's a color scheme I really like, but I also wonder if it'll look stupid if I have different Tyrannids with different colors. Do I like it? Yeah, that's true. If I'm not gonna play, I can do whatever I like, obviously, but still. I didn't realize that when you paint your first Tyrannid, you're essentially setting yourself up for what the rest of all your other Tyrannids ever are going to look like. I didn't really think about it that much. But I came across this video of this guy who painted a really cool color scheme on a Norn Emissary, which I think is like the biggest Tyrannid they sell. So I don't know, maybe I'll give that a shot at some point, but it's a big boy Tyrannid. No, I'm not gonna repaint. No, we're not repainting that guy. Now I wonder, how common is it to have like multiple color schemes in one army? Say you're doing an army of Tyrannids. Is it absolutely unheard of for people to have multiple color schemes there? I would say so, right? Probably. Most people probably just paint the same color scheme the entire time. Because it will look cool when it's finished. I have to repaint a little bit of the plate over here, but it's the only way I can get the red in here. Let's see. Can I maybe wipe this off? Kind of. Sometimes as a single squad, it's painted differently. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, of course. Just wondering. Are there any rules if you want to paint, if you want to play the game? Do you have to have a uniform-looking army? Like, say you're doing, say for example the Tyrannid example, right? Is it expected all your Tyrannids to be the same color? I have no intention of playing the game, but I just wonder. Just all the models have to be painted and you have bonuses for certain schemes? Ah, okay. So there are bonuses. I see, I see. Oh, certain army bonuses if you run like a certain faction of an army, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. No official rules regarding painting, besides everything painted at least to battle ready standard. Right. So I came across this video. Let me show you guys real quick. Oh. Ooh. Almost a double disaster. I tried to save the mini and almost spilled all my blood angels. That would have been a problem. Yeah, we did save it. We did save it. I came across this video of a Norn emissary that I think looks amazing by a YouTube channel called Matt's Hobby Hour. And I think this is a really cool looking color scheme. But it's obviously very different than what I'm rocking right now. Maybe I'll go with something like this at some point, but I think that looks insanely cool. Anyways. It's very different than what I'm running at the moment though. And I think I do prefer the purple look. It's just kind of like, you know, it's the grass greener on the other side. That looks like a tiger beetle? Yeah. I have seen one of those, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix some of my problems. We're gonna redo some of the paints that I just fucked up. Basically, I spent some time painting in certain parts, and then I spent more time fixing the problems that I've created whilst painting in certain parts. Isn't that nice? I just don't remember exactly what colors I used earlier. I think it's mostly Sycorax Bronze, if I'm not mistaken. Which is very bronze. Oh, really? Was it, Bob? Oh, they changed the official colorings for it. So High Fleet Kraken was the poster scheme back then, and now it's like, what? High Fleet Leviathan or something? Yeah, okay. So this is Leviathan, right? I think. Yeah, okay. This season's color is purple and white. Right, okay. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't realize they would actually change that depending on the different editions of the game. Like, that seems like a pretty drastic change, but I guess 3rd edition is like, what, a long time ago, right? But I can imagine then there might still be some people from those good old days that do paint exactly like that. Because they've always done their army like that. Back when I got into the game. 3rd edition was like in the year 2000? Okay. I see. My own miniature went viral on my own Discord? I don't think that's what it means to go viral, Cypher, does it? I went viral on my own Discord. Hype. Okay. Little touch-ups. Basically everywhere. This is the section over here where I had too much water on my brush. You see this little patchy red right above my nail? Yeah, I was mostly curious how many people tend to like run different types of color schemes, you know, for the same army. Because I can imagine that is considered a little strange. Especially for a swarmy type of faction. Yeah, I know, Jade, I saw. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it though. Okay. Where else do we put red? The little candles, check. Inside of the cloak, check. Pieces of paper, check. Ah, one more on the shoulder. Two more on the shoulder, actually. Fuck. These shoulder bits are super hard, man. Okay, we gotta tidy them up first. You're hyped for the new, yeah? I saw that change quite a bit about V-Rising, or at least I heard. I haven't seen anybody play it, but from what I understand, they have changed quite a few of the core gameplay mechanics. I've already spent a bunch of time though running that game. I'm not really... Unless a lot of people in the community really would like to. I'm definitely down to start a server, but... I don't know how many people are actually interested. Yeah, there's like a 1.0 release coming pretty soon. Yeah. You know, one thing I kind of miss in the painting videos? Rarely do they do they show themselves making mistakes. There's definitely touch-ups happening in between shots. If you pay very close attention, you can usually see it. And then they just suddenly disappear the next shot. I kind of wish more painters would show mistakes and how they fix them up, because that's actually a very useful skill, especially if you make tutorials about how to paint shit, you know? Because you're likely going to be much better at the, you know, painting than the people that watch the videos. So they're going to be making a lot more mistakes. It's actually not entirely obvious oftentimes how they fix them. Be nice to see. Okay. Your light is here, Echo? Let's fucking go, dude. Or I mean fudging, sorry. Nice. Very messy. Easy touch-ups though, but still. Does it just slip into the clap? Into the clap? Oh no, usually they just sort of slide in, man. Yeah, they're like they're pressure loaded usually. So as long as you have the clamp on the side of the desk, it's the same for like microphone arms. Usually it's just, it's like spring loaded. Yeah, he means clamp, I guess. Clamp, yeah. Yeah, no reason to clap. Yeah, microphone arms do the same thing. Many of the microphone arms actually are a little funky too, where like they don't actually work until a microphone is the counterweight. And I remember buying a microphone arm and I was very confused about it, like one of the first ones I ever got. Well, I've only ever bought like 3, but... this miniature is called Helbrecht. High Marshal Helbrecht. Yeah, it's the same with monitor arms, exactly. Okay. Okay. Not the tidiest work ever, but I've seen some mod, but haven't played. Lowko's been active at the gym. Look at all these gains, bro. Can you tell? I've been going to the gym for years and years and years, bro. I've been stagnant for years and years and years as well. Still trying to make progress, but it's really slow going. My best way to make progress is to gain weight, but I don't really want to gain weight. So yeah, I'm mostly doing the things that I'm already doing. I'm still making strength gains, but not really visibly changing much. I'm about 81-ish usually, 81, 80 kilos. No, I just try to be healthy. Yeah, that's my main goal. It always has been. Like, best way to make strength goals is just to gain weight. Like, that's my best way of doing it. Fatty? Really? I don't think I'm that fat, man. Never been called fatty in my life. No, I don't really take supplements. Sometimes I take vitamin D and fish oil, depending on the time of the year, but... Vitamin D is... Vitamin D is not... No. Vitamin D is kind of OP. You get that from sunlight, naturally. I usually do, yeah, I usually do. Apparently most people in the Northern Hemisphere are vitamin D deficient. Vitamin D is actually kind of critical for a lot of function, so it seems like one of those things where like, may as well. Yeah, sunlight is also coming with its own host of issues, right? But you live in SoCal, Motley, you should probably have enough just from existing. But as you can see, the beautiful Dutch weather over my shoulder. This is what it is over here most of the time. And I don't even go outside that much. You don't go outside? Okay. Well, probably worth looking into. I'm no health professional though, dude, so, you know. Motlisis lives in one of the nicest climates around the globe. Doesn't go outside. Let's see how it is. People from all over the world want to go there. You'd rather be a diamond ladder hero than touch grass? Smart. I burn very quickly too, dude. But that's also because I have like a very terrible baseline, you know? When it comes to when it comes to sitting outside in the sun. Song just ended. I can bump it up a little bit. There you go. Just a little bit. Okay, I think the last thing I'm gonna do is touch up some more of my mistakes. I've diluted the paint a bit too much. But I think it'll be okay for covering up some smudges. I kind of like this playlist, by the way. A very jazzy playlist today. I don't know about you guys, but... Okay. Went a little too far on that one. Gonna have to fix my fixing. The endless loop of miniature painting. You try to fuck up a smudge, or you try to fix up a smudge. Turns out you smudged the thing you did paint. Bit of a classic. One step closer. Yeah, 2 steps closer, 1 step back. And I think over time, as you paint a lot, there's gonna be less of those steps back. At least in theory, that would make sense. Okay. Or more because you're too confident in your skill? Yeah, maybe. Okay, guys. I think this is where we end up after our second paint session with Mr. Helbrecht. Well, I've got some more of this stuff on my palette. I think I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit on here. Did you get the, did you get it working, Echo? I'm actually very happy with my setup at the moment. I think it's very good. Until I run out of space for more paints. But at the moment, I think my painting setup is pretty sick. Yeah, the cape is definitely a little too streaky for my liking. I kinda... It needs to be smoother for sure. A couple of little bits of red, by the way, that we still need to add. Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna do one quick coat, since I have the paint out right now anyways. It needs to be darker. Just on the back though. One little coat, so it has full time to dry as well. Should be pretty quick to dry anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna just paint up one more layer over here on the back and then I'm heading off. Try to keep it as smooth as I can. Yo, Echo, thank you so much. Are you paying for my overtime? Hell yeah, dude. Try to take it one section at a time. Thank you, dude. Woohoo! Overtime. That's a little smoother now, I think. We'll have to see what it looks like when it's dry, but... I don't think I need to do the front. Kind of like how the front of the tabard has some more gray in it. For now at least. Maybe I'll reconsider later when I see what this dries up to, but... Okay. Let's see how this dries and then we'll see next time around how it goes. Yeah, this is called contrast paint, which is a pretty transparent looking paint. Normally you have to dilute regular acrylics, but these are contrast paints, so they work out a little bit differently. Some of them are much more transparent than others. So for example, This color over here, Black Legion, is far darker than this one. This one tends to have like more of like a brownish tint. This one is much darker. Yeah, there's loads of different colors. So basically the way this works, like the easiest way to explain it, I guess, is to think of the little nooks and crannies, like the little, I don't know, like the little sections in the armor that paint would run into. So like for example on these guys, since the paint is relatively liquid, it tends to run into the recesses, and wherever it settles in the recesses, more pigment settles as well. So you kind of naturally get a bunch of shading with just a single coat. I'm not really using it. Like I think originally the intent was to try and use it as like a single layer type of paint. So you just do one coat and that's it. Most people these days don't really seem to use it like that. They just use it as like a base layer to create some quicker shading. And it seems to do the trick quite well. I'm liking them a lot anyways, but yeah, it's much thinner. Yeah. So on flat panels like this cloak, it doesn't really have a lot of places where it can settle. So it kind of just naturally doesn't work as nicely, I guess. Because these are supposed to be quite flat. Yeah, exactly. It's like a base coat and a shade in one go. I'm not using it as much on this mini though, but you can kind of see it right here on the pieces of paper. You see on the paper, for example, right here, the top one, you can see in some of those little nooks the paint has settled, and that's naturally where it's darker. So that paper is only one coat of red. And they come in like loads and loads of different colors. They have like the whole, I was gonna say alphabet, but not an alphabet, I guess. It's kind of nice. Touching up my mistakes. Just don't make mistakes, guys. You don't have to touch them up either. The real Warhammer life hack. Just paint perfectly. Okay. Yeah, they're called contrast paints. They kind of... They're relatively new, I guess, over, at least as far as like Warhammer paint goes. I think it's been like maybe like 10 years or so since they have been introduced. They're still acrylic paints, but they function a lot more like an ink. I think this extra coat actually is gonna look much better. Anyways, I'm gonna freshen up my water, clean up my brushes, and call it a day, guys. Luckily, I have this microphone on, so you guys can still hear me as I go downstairs. How exciting. Yeah, there are some pretty cool inventions though as far as painting goes. Like for example, these palettes are pretty sick too. So there's like basically a little sponge underneath, and it keeps, especially when you lock them off after you're done painting, it keeps the paint very moist for a long time, which is actually super cool. Normally acrylics tend to dry kind of quickly, so you end up wasting a lot. But a wet palette is actually like a bit of a no-brainer. You can make one very easily with just a sponge. I just bought like one because they're not super expensive, but I've seen people just make it like with like a sponge and like parchment paper. The setup looks clean. What setup, Echo? Your setup? Have you got it working? Obviously, there's no real like right or wrong way of painting miniatures, right? You can just kind of do whatever you like. But there definitely are tools that do make life a little easier. And I am a sucker for gadgets, I'm not gonna lie. There are some ways that are definitely wrong, I guess. That's fair. Okay. I keep shit very organized. I'm even cleaning like the little metal part of my brushes, which I know is not really necessary, but I try and keep it like at least somewhat organized. I think cleaning the brushes is gonna make them last way longer, dude. We'll see if I'm right. Plus I don't know, I do this with everything. I try to keep shit that I use regularly in good condition, if that makes sense. But I know a lot of people are just fucking rinse the water and then call it a day. I also keep them organized. I'm going from smallest to largest. maybe I'm a little extreme, I don't know. I kind of like keeping them... Yeah, so this stuff is also pretty cool. So this is basically like, it's like shampoo, right? It's basically soap. Since these are like actual animal hair brushes, you can clean them quite well just using the soap. So you can actually see that. You see that little smudge of paint? Like that's the red paint we were using just now. You can drag the hairs through it and then basically I keep doing that until it's completely clean. And then one nice thing that you can kind of do, so you see how naturally it kind of tends to form a bit of a point? On some older brushes it doesn't seem to work as well. But I kind of leave a little bit of it in and we just let this dry up. And when you let it dry up and just, you know, obviously wet your brush again next time you use it, it keeps a really good point. I didn't come up with that. I'm just repeating videos I've seen, but it's a pretty great process. You have some brush soap that smells like peaches? Ah, nice. But it seems like there's like a bunch of camps though for people that just like abuse their brushes and change them out every couple days. And that just go to like the dollar store and buy like one of those big 50 brush packs and call it a day. But yeah, I don't know. I also do this thing where I actually like clean my mouse and keyboard, you know? And my chair and shit. It's crazy. I like these brushes a lot, yeah. If you can get them cheap where you're at, it's definitely worth looking into. I think they get made in the UK, so they're pretty easy to get a hold of over here, but these are awesome. Can highly recommend them. All right, guys, there we go. But I also am a bit of a sucker though for trying to keep shit tidy and whatnot and trying out different tools. Like for example, originally, the very first one I was just holding by the base and then I realized, wait, you can actually buy like a little painting handle. And then I realized the painting handle, which is like $6, makes life more comfortable. There are a lot of $5 improvements in miniature painting I found. And some of them are actual improvements too. I'm sure some of them aren't though. Anyways guys, that is gonna be it for me for today. I really hope you all enjoyed hanging out. Look at this, I'm a professional. You ready? Look at this, look at this. Let me move my cup out of the way. Ah, fuck, I made everything. I'm making everything, oh man. All right guys. Hey, thank you very much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out. If you are new, don't forget to hit the follow button. I'll be back again tomorrow for another one, so I hope to see you then. Here's the end result for day number 2 of me painting Mr. Helbrecht. Obviously, these are just base coats, and we're gonna have to do highlights and whatnot too, but this generally does take quite a bit. Really just applied the black today, and then also, I guess, the red. Yeah. I did have a timer running. I think right now I painted for 1 hour 50 today, so not really that long. Not really that long, but I think we are at about maybe 4 hours of painting this bad boy at this point, which, nothing too bad. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to smile. And I hope to see you once again tomorrow for another one. We're gonna be raiding Echo Soldier. Okay. It's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off. Gamers, I've been painting this absolute giga chat of a miniature over the last couple of streams. I think it's turning out quite nice. We still obviously have a lot of work that needs to be done, but the base coat is coming along. For those of you that haven't seen them before, there's a typo in the title. There is a typo in my title. Miniature. There we go, I did it. So basically, Mr. Helbrecht over here is gonna be slotted right over here into this guy on the front with his sword, to clarify. Yeah, and it's gonna be looking, when it's done, it should be looking something like this. Now I did decide to go for a different helmet. It basically comes with a couple of different variations for the helm, and I decided to go for the helmeted version because faces are scary. So that's what we're doing. Miniature, be so for real? Absolutely, bro. For real, no cap at all. Okay, so I was trying to think, is there still like a little bit of red that I need to do? So last time around when I finished yeah, there's like little bits of like a couple of tiny little details that I have to fix up. You can practice on the unused head. I guess I could. Yeah. I need to use a little bit of Black Templar, and I also need to use a little bit of this. Painting eyes is your greatest fear. Well, that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with the helmeted version this time around. But also I think the helmeted version just looks fucking cool. Like the guy's face is a little derpy. It's okay. I can see people painting, yeah, I don't think it's bad, but it's not my favorite head. I think the helmet does look really nice. So I'm following along with a video by the Warhipster, as per usual. We are only at the very beginning of the video. Because this guy is pretty quick with painting and I am not. But yeah, we'll try and do some more of the base coats today. I think that's a good plan. Stream all good, by the way, now? I'm not being super obnoxiously loud anymore. Trust me, I enjoy being obnoxious, but I don't really want to hurt you guys' precious ears. It's too quiet now? Is it really? I can put the microphone in my mouth. That could make it worse. Yeah, my ears are hurting, so I figured I should tell you guys also what it's like. My eyes should get unfucked though in the near future. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. That is very, very generous of you. Thank you, Anyways, thank you. Desu. New viewer? New viewer, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Meme Ori. Oh, it's Meme Ori, like Ori and the Wild, yeah, Ori and the Wild Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ah, yeah. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. I love the commitment to this long-term subscriber and or subscription rather, and then your first ever chat message after all this time. Was that a 3-year anniversary? It doesn't show that on my end, actually. Oh yeah, 3-year resub. Sick. All jokes aside, thank you very much, Memory. I don't have a soundboard with this particular stream setup, but that is awesome. Thank you. Is the music, by the way, not too loud? Should be okay, right? You will reach that in 2 months? Yeah. You've been watching for a long while too at this point, Sagittarius. I know it feels like we just met yesterday, but apparently that is not the case. I know. Isn't that beautiful? Music is good? Okay. I'm trying to fix my little mistakes, guys. Yeah, it feels like it's only yesterday since I first saw your name in the chat, you know. Remember that moment our eyes locked? Oh my god. It was a beautiful day. 3 years and 11 more months until 6.9. You're getting there. Trying to fix my little mistakes. You've been watching for a lot longer than that? I think you should be able to click your own username and it will show you how long you've been watching for. So if you type something in the chat and you click your own username, I think it should show it to you. Yeah, but I think that only works on PC. I don't know how it works if you're mobile. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to get the little details, guys. We're immediately jumping into the deep end of the pool apparently here today. There's a couple of tiny little details that I've missed. Trying to not smudge it. Okay. Good. Tiny little brush. I think that's good enough. Once you start making the big bucks, you should drop 690 subs. That is a lot of subs to drop. I don't even know if Twitch allows you to drop that many all in one go. That's a little much, actually. You're 23? Bro, if you're 23, right? I'm actually old to you, right? Like, I am like actually old. Because I don't feel old, but I'm like noticeably older. Yeah. I'm like Uncle Lowko. Yeah, basically, man. I'm like that how do you do fellow kids meme. That's me. So I heard you guys like the animes. That's me. You were born in 87? Damn, dude. '81? Very nice. I missed a couple of tiny pieces. 87. Hello, is it only people that are born in the 2000s and people born in the 80s? Do we have no one from you know, the greatest decade, aka the 90s? Wow. I see how it is. You were born in 2007? I'm not gonna lie, if you say you were born in 2007, in my mind you're like 13. Please tell me I'm not the only one. I know you're not, but that is like where my mind goes when you use that age or like that year. Like, you know, your first Twitch account. People born in 2014 turned 10 this year? Yeah, you're right.